Today, we're talking about two programs, the Smart Energy and the Built Environment MSc, and Energy Systems and Data Analytics. So I'm Professor Cliff Elwell, and I'm going to first introduce to you a little bit about the Energy Institute, which is where we're hosted. And then I'm going to talk to you about the Smart Energy and the Built Environment MSc. And hopefully Amir has made it onto the call. And Amir will then be introducing the ESDA MSc. So let me tell you a little bit about the Energy Institute first. So the Energy Institute is 15 years old, and our aim is to be a world leader in energy, and particularly focusing on a combination of world-class teaching and research. And our focus has historically been, we've had a lot of work on energy demand in a range of different sectors, but also an increasing interest in renewables too. So here we've got our general kind of headline aspirations, and obviously we're aiming to be a world leader with really excellent research and teaching, to be innovative and to have real world impact. So that's one of the key things that we do and we aspire to, is to be to have a real world impact rather than just academic studies. And we have really diverse intake of students, but also a diversity of our staff too. So within the Institute, we have 6 research themes. Buildings and energy, energy and transport, energy and environmental systems, energy resources and resilience, energy and health, and energy and digitalization. And these aren't research themes where you stay closely defined within your theme and don't talk to anybody else. Many of the challenges of the energy sector cut across different areas. And so it's really important that we talk to each other, engage with each other, and problem solve together. And that's what we try to do. So through these 6 themes, we've then got 12 research groups. And we have a really, really active research program, and you can see that if you visit the Energy Institute webpage. And on teaching, we're associated with 5 programs, and only 2 of those will be discussed in detail today. That's Energy Systems and Data Analytics, ESDA, led by Amir, and Smart Energy in the Built Environment, CB, led by me. But we also have the programs that you can see below: Economics and Policy of Energy and Environment, Business and Sustainability, and then our undergraduate program, Sustainable Built Environments, Energy and Resources. To complement that, we've got a really large and active, vibrant PhD program. So let me dive into a bit more depth about our first program, which is CB. And this is a really exciting time to be working in the energy sector. The sector is moving extremely fast, and there's a lot to do. And that makes it a great place to work. It's very vibrant. There's always things in the news that are relevant and where we can feed in, and there's a strong jobs market. We know that with climate change, that this is a global problem. The world's impacted, and we need to transition our energy systems. At the same time, we know that we've got a real problem with energy affordability in many countries, and we need to deal with that. And I've included on here a couple of quotes that I think capture the issues particularly well for you to read. Now, one of the challenges that we face is that we're trying to make a really system-wide transformation, and it is a transformation, and it's almost a revolution in the way that we are generating and using energy. And that comes with quite a series of consequences that we need to deal with to have a resilient, secure energy system. So effectively, we keep the lights on and we keep the prices moderate, and we do so whilst also reducing our damage to the environment. So most governments accept climate change is real and that we need to do something about it. Most governments have committed to significant emissions reductions. And things like the extreme weather events that we've seen across the world in recent years and of course, most recently, overnight, tonight, I think that the storm has just hit Cuba. And it's a particularly strong storm down there in the Caribbean. And this is indicative of a change of the world's climate. And this has really opened the world's eyes to climate change. So why is CB around then? Well, I'm just going to walk you very quickly through the logic behind this. And that's firstly that we need to decarbonise, and I think everybody understands that. But we also need growth of our economies, and we do have an expanding world population. Within that, we understand that the built environment is a very large proportion of total energy demand, with quite a lot of that associated with heat and cooling, and increasingly plugging our electric vehicles in at our homes. So the electrification of heat and transport is a really important component of decarbonisation, and it is essential to meet our targets. That means that we're going to see a lot more energy demand. And whilst we're seeing a lot more energy demand, we're seeing a move a lot more electricity demand. We're seeing a move to decarbonised forms, so nuclear, renewables, and carbon capture usage and storage. All of these are generally less flexible than traditional fossil fuel generation, which creates a challenge for us, which CB is part of the way that we're trying to address it. So smart energy, what does it do? Well, the idea, as the image shows here, is that we're trying to balance generation. And historically, it's been very one-sided. Historically, you've just turned the power station, your fossil fuel power station, up and or down to meet demand. And that's just the way the system works. It's very reliable. However, as we move forward and we move towards these less flexible forms of generation, we need to change demand and storage to help match to generation. So demand side response and storage are expected to become extremely important technologies over the next 10 or 15 years. Indeed, they're already starting to be very important. This is a completely new way of operating. It could be very disruptive if it's done badly, and it's important that we make sure it isn't disruptive. This means that we need investment, but there's lots of opportunities here. There's lots of new businesses that will come about and it's a great place to move into at the moment if you're looking for a career, because you can make a real contribution to what's an emerging sector. So our MSc aims to address this through providing 5 core modules. Then you get 3 optional modules and a research dissertation at the end. I'm not going to go into a huge amount of depth about these, but they're available on our website, and I've got a QR code at the end. So we start in term 1 with fundamentals of smart energy in the built environment, and this sort of gives you all the background in energy and buildings that you need. And it's really important for me to highlight that we don't expect applicants to have a background in either energy or buildings. We expect people to need to learn that pretty much from scratch, and that's what we're aiming to teach with fundamentals. We then look at social sciences through society and the energy system. We introduce some data analytics and statistics. And finally, we introduce you to modelling as well. In term 2, we focus on a series of technologies that are required to make this happen. Things like the generation, the different storage technologies, and the different ways we can achieve demand response. And then you get to choose 3 from a list of round about 10. It does change from year to year. Optional modules. We promote 4 of those for ourselves that you can see there. But there's also a list of other modules that you can attend. Things like modules on developing countries, modules on circular economy and industry, and so on. And then finally, in term 3, there's a research dissertation. And many students find this the most exciting part of the course. It's an opportunity to study a topic that you're really excited about, with a leading researcher helping you for an extended period of time. And so what you can see from what I've shown you is that we see this as being a very interdisciplinary course. And this is because energy and energy demand is interdisciplinary. It's not just a technical problem. So your physicists and your engineers and your data scientists need to be able to talk to policymakers, to economists, and to a whole range of different stakeholders that are important, and of course the people, the occupants. So we need to make sure that people get the services that they need, because we don't want energy, we want services. And therefore we need to take a socio-technical approach. And we have this interdisciplinary perspective, which we teach. Again, we assume no knowledge of social sciences or of engineering to do the course. Our core principles are to be cutting edge, up to date, and we're bringing in research to our programme all the time. As I've just said, we're multidisciplinary and we give an introduction to the different disciplines. We spent a lot of time trying to develop a course that gives skills that employers are looking for. So things like modelling in Python, data analysis in Python, writing, presenting, and so on. And then also expanding your networks. And one of the things we do there is that we have a series of industry seminars, and this is a picture from one of them. And what I always say about an MSc is it's a vocational degree. It's not primarily an academic degree. An MSc is a degree that aims to get you a job. And that's something that we've been very focused on, as I've said. And so we have the seminar series, and there's opportunity to network and meet people and hear more about what these jobs really involve, and how you can help your career and steer your career in different directions. And our graduates are reporting a really strong jobs market in our sector at the moment. We've got roles right across the sector: government, consultancies, NGOs, energy suppliers, etc. So who should apply? Well, because we're multidisciplinary, we take graduates from a very wide range of backgrounds. So any sort of physical science, engineering, maths, geography, psychology, social sciences, architecture. So there's a big list, and if you're not sure, you can contact us to find out. The key things that you should be interested in: you should be enthusiastic. And this is our current cohort, a photo I took a few weeks ago with the thermal camera. So here are a couple of links. I'm going to put them up at the end for you to scan if you wish to. We've got our web page to find out more, an animation of the course. And if you search CB UCL MSc, you find us straight away. We're in the process of re-recording our videos. We've got videos on YouTube from module leaders, but we're in the process of re-recording those because we've changed the courses a little bit. So those will come up really soon, and you can get in touch with myself or Pamela, the Deputy Director. So we really encourage you to apply early for the programme, and would love to hear from you. So with that, I shall hand over to Amir. Amir, if you just tell me when you'd like me to move.
Sure. Thank you so much, Professor Skilif. Yeah, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amir Gharavi. I'm a course director of ESDA. Thank you so much for joining our open day today. Next slide, please. Okay, yeah. Let me start by giving you a little bit of background about ESDA. This is the first kind of MSc course at the UCL. So we started in 2018. So this is the 7 years we're running this course. It's it's multidisciplinary course. So it's combination of machine learning, AI, and energy system. So what are our mission? So is to tackle the digital skill gaps in energy sector. Also to accelerate AI adaptation towards decarbonization, and our entire goal is to achieve UK net zero to 50. So towards the transition. So our aim is to providing based on data, energy transition to achieve energy affordability, sustainability, and security. Thank you. Next slide. Next, yeah. This is our objectives. So basically, we'll provide you a very comprehensive understanding of energy system. You will learn about all sorts of energy system. We go through upstream, for example, oil and gas, midstream, renewable energy, and we provide you all the skills that you need to become data scientists. So, and our vision is to, as I mentioned, to provide you all the tools and the skills you need to become energy data scientists, and helping you for the supporting towards transition to a low carbon future for net energy target by 2050. And basically, ESDA is not just a course; it's a platform to provide all the skills, expertise, and tools you need to become a top energy data scientist, and also make you prepare for any complex energy challenges, and actively contribute to energy transition. Thank you. Next one, please. Okay, so now this is an important part to question how we can achieve this goal. What are the challenges in energy right now? So to address all of those things, we have to look at the energy trilemma. So at the top of the energy trilemma, we will see energy security. Next one. Yeah. So basically, energy security may make sure that we have available and reliable energy source. In energy equity, we will we make sure that we have a reliable and affordable, cheaper energy. And in energy, sustainability. It makes energy much cleaner, and we're going towards energy transition based on those things. But these are in an ideal situation. But what we are facing now, we are facing with two global crises: war in Europe and Corona. And most of the government and companies now, because of this, they are focusing on energy security. That's why making very challenging towards energy transition. So what is the solution? What is the next element we can help out toward energy transition? That would be, the fourth element, community benefit. This is where we can work together toward energy transition. So this is our contribution. This is our engagement to our energy system, working together to move on to energy transition. So how we can do this? So we can do this. Next one, please. Okay, thank you. By, for example, joining our energy courses, joining ESDAS, for example, you can start with research and innovation. You can work on renewable energy data set, oil and gas data set, and all sorts of energy sectors, combining with machine learning, deep learning, for example. You can carry out data analysis. You can work on a predictive data, big data. Also, you can engage with policy development, advocacy, community engagement, and education, and collaboration and partnership with the companies and the government. Thank you. Next one, please. So as you could see recently in the news, there was a news that UK government and the US government reached an agreement to get around 150 billion pound investment in AI from US technology companies in the UK. So this is a great opportunity. This is create lots of jobs in AI and energy. As you could see, we already have very good collaboration with other companies. Other things I would like to mention, some companies like JLR, they're going to invest around 5 billion on batteries. So all of those companies, they're going to make a lot of investment, and this is a great opportunity for us, and we're making UK and especially London a hub of energy and AI. Thank you. Next one. So in terms of employability and global impact, we would like to say that MSc is one of the highest in bachelor and the UCL energy programs. So most of our graduates are working for Halliburton, Shell, and finance company, the different company, and based on the salary, they get a very good salary, and the employability and global impact is very high, and is one of the toppest at the UCL courses. Thank you. Next one. Where our graduates are going and working. So basically, most of our graduates involved in energy consulting and finance analytics company. As I mentioned, they were working for a big company like KPMG, Halliburton. I could say, Shell, Octopus company, and around 65% are employed at the UK industry, and 35% working at overseas. Also, you have the opportunity once you finish if you want to, carry on with your study on academic study, you can, get into PhD from UCL, DTU at Denmark, and Hong Kong University, and there are lots of scholarship available for this. Thank you. Next one. Okay. So briefly, I'll go through our structure of ESDA. Basically, our structure is like this. So you have to have 7 compulsory module and 1 optional module, as well as dissertation. All of those modules are 15 credit, apart from dissertation, which is 60 credit. Next slide, please. So yeah, in term 1, you have, this is for full-time student. I will explain for part-time as well. So full-time student, you will receive 4 module. You have to study 4 module. First one, for example, is energy system. It's got 2 components, coursework and group activity, and you go through all energy system. The second one is module 91, is based on energy data analytics. So you go through learning Python, and then you carry out machine learning project on this. So basically, you start with cleaning data, future engineering, applying different, algorithm, machine learning algorithm, either it's classification or regression on this, and then you carry out a very good group project based on machine learning. And it is 100% coursework, group coursework. The third one, 93, is especially the data analysis, and it has 2 components. One is individual 10%, and the other one is 90%. And instead in this one, you are applying machine learning. And on module 94, the first one for module 1 is based on theory and is advanced statistical concept. So during this module, you will learn about classification, regression, and all sort of algorithm and concept in advanced statistics. Thank you very much. Prof. Next one, please. Okay. In term 2, you will receive 3 compulsory modules. So basically, the first one you can see is for energy data and built environment. It's got 2 coursework, and it still is involved in machine learning, but focus on the built environment. Also, we have energy and transport, 100% exam, and that is again is combination of machine learning, deep learning with application energy and transport. And also we have module 148, which is advanced machine learning. On that module, so we're going towards deep learning. So once we learn about machine learning algorithm, now we're going to study about deep learning model. For example, RNN, CNN, LSTM, and all those models. And but application is based on energy data set. And there is one optional module. This is from ESDA, econometrics, which is 15 credit and is 100% course. Okay. Next. So you will also have a choice of another 5-6 optional modules to choose. So as I mentioned, you need to choose only one of those modules. All of these 15, optional modules are 15 credits. Thank you. Next one, please. And finally, we get to term 3, where you choose your dissertation. It's 60%, and this is the core and compulsory one. So based on this, for example, I'll give you some example of sort of dissertation topic. So mostly is combination of machine learning, deep learning with energy data set. So based on that, you have 3 months to complete this one module. Thank you. Next one. And here, this is my email, and also the deputy director and Aidan. Please keep in touch. I would like to say that our application now is open. You can apply now, but we are we have a very limited seat, around 50 seats, and it is a very competitive course. So please, if you are interested in applying in our MSc course, please apply as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Thank you.